And lots of cool stuff coming your way today as the NFT space continues to make the news, steal all the headlines. No, there's no Beeple here today, but there are people, and they're people representing games that are on Wax, and projects that are on Solana, because I got some thoughts about Solana. It's a lot of cool stuff. Sir Lord Travis Wright is here with me for episode number 95 of The Nifty Show.
Looking into the future, what do we see? It's lined with digital collectibles, we call them NFTs. Games, trading cards, digital art, and those crypto kitties. Travis and Joel are the hosts, you'll know. Travis and Joel say this won't blow. They're locked and loaded, so ready, set, go! It's the Nifty, really kind of spiffy. The Nifty Show.
It's a 9, it's a 5, it's 95 as we inch closer and closer to episode number 100. I am Joel Comm.
And I am Travis Wright. And I guess 95 plus another 550 of bad crypto plus that's a shitload of content we put out for you guys, folks.
It is. What's that lighting in? I don't remember seeing that lighting in your living space behind you.
The red?
Yeah.
I just can change colors of it. It was the Chiefs game was on, so I made it red.
That's cool. And they lost. Maybe next time you should not do that.
Yeah. I just keeping it there because it matches my shirt.
Because I'm superstitious about that stuff.
You know what? I had zero to do with that particular law.
Actually, producer Erin is super superstitious. She has to dress the dog up in his Chiefs outfit or they can lose. Seriously, that's like the actual deal.
Wow. Okay. Well, great. Mm-hmm. We got ourselves a great show today, and I say that without really knowing if it's going to be a great show or not, because we're honest. We are really honest over here. I mean, we have Crypto Stash with us, so the facial hair of this episode is elevating substantially.
Well, our first guest has facial hair as well. And I discovered this fantasy turn-based tactics game on the Wax blockchain. They've got a pack sale coming out. It looks like, I guess it's Aztecan and fantasy in nature. It's called The Wrath of Tezca. And here to tell us about it is none other than Sam the Tezcan. Hey, Sam, how's it going?
Hey, good guys. How are you?
Yeah. Good, man. Is this base is like if you take World of Warcraft and mesh it with Aztec lore, or is Tezca have nothing to do with that?
Yeah, so it's along those sort of lines. You've got the blending of the Mesoamerican culture along with obviously kind of World of Warcraft style influences. You've got the kind of big shoulder pads, big strong orcs fighting against humans. Definitely a mashup of those sort of things with a big sprinkling of turn-based tactics thrown in. So I think XCOM style combat.
This is cool. So what are some of your favorite inspirations for creating this set? Because this is pretty wild. What are some of the things you guys like the most? Growing up.
So I mean, I've literally played everything. So. I'm really a gamer at heart. The group of guys making this are all gamers at heart. We've got 3 people who are employed full-time working in the games industry. We've got one of the guys is a senior dev on another Wax blockchain project that's very, very well known. So we've got a good group of people working on it. We've all just spent a long time playing games. The influences kind of come from every direction. You've got art people throwing in their own individual take on things from the kind of, like I said, the World of Warcraft side of things. I've played a lot of turn-based tactics going back to kind of XCOM Terror from the Deep, back when you were kind of 2D running a mission for 4 hours trying to find that last alien. And it's always kind of been a dream to create a game that I would want to play, which sounds really cheesy and stuff. But I've been making the game for about 4.5 years now. I personally started playing NFT games recently and saw the potential in it, and then pivoted the game into the NFT space.
Nice. We're looking here at the site right now, Wrath of Tezca, Tezca.com. You've got a trailer here. We're not going to play the audio for it. I just want to give you guys a little look here at the visuals while we're talking about this. And this is so much more than so many of the games. Typically in the Wax ecosystem, you buy your NFTs. They come in the form of cards, and then you use them as a card game, right? But this is not a card game at all. This is something totally different. But you need to own the cards in order to play the game. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah. So essentially, the soldiers are the limiting factor. You need a soldier to be able to take that soldier into combat. There'll be turn-based combat like this. There'll be instant missions for those that don't have the time to sit down and play through the full missions. You'll be working on a cooldown on your soldiers. You've got equipment. You've got different rarities. You can get different stat combinations on different pieces of equipment. So for the turn-based combat, if you want a tanky guy, you've got to try and trade with other people to get the tanky items, so you can then take them onto the mission with your tanky guy. It should be a good experience to be able to have that ability to trade with people, potentially even down the line play with other people, and earn rewards for playing a game rather than rewards for glorified yield farming.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm actually having a hard time getting to the website. I'm getting this domain is already registered. I clicked the link on the thing. I don't know if anybody else is having any challenge with that, but if so, then make sure you check your URL, and because I was wanting to go through to see some additional things, and I'm not able to pull it up, so I'm getting some weirdness going on that.
Huh. That's you and your weirdness, Travis.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at it, so you could just look at my screen right here, and you could see that they're doing the drop of the NFT packs here in just under 7 days. In fact, it looks like this time, exactly next week on Thursday, is when this drop happens. And I see common chests, epic chests, and mythic chests with all the goodies inside of it.
That's right. Same as a lot of the chest sales out there. We've got 3 different tiers for whoever has the budget for whichever one they're after. We've got some promo stuff out already as well, which seems to be getting a lot of attention and being traded on the market, which is quite nice. So we're definitely building a bit of a name for ourselves, and the Discord's growing constantly, which is always good. I think people are kind of taken by the fact it's a Wax game that doesn't necessarily fit into the normal Wax type of game, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Is there going to be a token down the road? We've seen a lot of these play-to-earn platforms sort of popping up with these games and then having a token that just ends up going crazy, right? With Splinterlands being one, and Star Atlas, and Axie Infinity, and some of these other ones. Is that something that's on the roadmap for you guys?
Yep, very much so. We've got our own 4 currencies. 3 of them will be used in crafting. 1 of them will be the main kind of currency for the game. We're working on various syncs for the coin as well, so you're going to have permanent account-wide upgrades you can buy with your coins. You've got the crafting system, so there should be fairly good kind of tokenomics for reducing the supply so that it's not getting swamped. The guy doing our tokenomics is incredibly talented and works full-time on a different blockchain game during the day and works for us at night. So we've got someone who knows what he's doing, which makes things a lot easier for me.
Got a side hustle going.
Yeah, very, very nice. So do you have a history in game development, or is this your first one?
I don't have a history personally. My friends all work in the games industry. I'm based near Guildford, which is kind of the UK hub of the games industry. So I'm very fortunate to be able to call on friends who are in the games industry for everything. So if you come in our Discord, like I said, about half the team work in the games industry full time. We've also got friends who aren't officially part of the team but have done various bits for us that work for AAA studios as well. So we're very fortunate to have a lot of strong people to call upon.
Well, this guy has a sword, so I trust him immediately. He's carrying Jez GT is carrying this big badass sword, so I'm assuming he knows what he's doing.
I think that's one of the World of Warcraft swords, isn't it?
It's very cool.
Frostmourne or something?
Is that Frostmourne? Frostmourne's that was what's his name? Atrus's weapon, right? Not Atrus, that's Mist. Who was the Lich King?
Yeah, I think so.
Can't remember his name. Atrus is from Mist. Never mind, I'm getting my games confused. The full roadmap here on the website. Now, the gameplay that we saw in that trailer, is that rendered, or is that actually from like your alpha or something?
That's actual gameplay. So that is loading into the level, procedure generated levels. It's literally just positioning a camera and taking video footage of the in-game stuff happening. before it existed as an NFT project, we had people playing it and playtesting the alpha. They would go through the full combat, come out the other side of it, and make recommendations to us. So it's a fully playable game that exists. We could have people playing it much sooner, but we really want to work on things like the AI and the polish. Like the lighting is nice, but could do with a bit more. We need a skybox and things on there as well. So there's definitely some polish to add to it. But in theory, if we said to the general public, yeah, give us a month or two to add all the blockchain interactions, and we could have people playing it.
I love that. You know what? You guys already have something that's you've made some serious progress on. That's great to see. You're not just, hey, here's another collectible series, right? We've seen so many just, here's another collectible. Like, here's a collection with a badass game that's with it, and it's on Wax. And we know a lot of our fans of this show love Wax, and so I love that you're building it over there, man. Great stuff.
Yeah. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, there's so many games out there that kind of come along and the gas fees just kind of eat into your profits you're making from the game. And a lot of people are playing the game for profits, so having that constant gas struggle is always a bit of a pain. So the fact we can offer a game that's going to be on Wax where you're staking your coins that you can get back again, the transaction fees are therefore essentially free, and anything you do earn, you can keep for yourself. Yeah, it seems like the best platform in my mind, and the marketplace like Atomic Hub, for me personally, is one of the best marketplaces for NFTs out there.
Nice. Well, the Discord, as you can see, is available right now. I just jumped in here, clicked the little check mark, and there's 1,572 humans in there. We don't know how many orcs are in there, but it looks like Discord is a place where you want people to go to be part of the community.
Yep, very much so. We do all of our drops through there. There's promo drops fairly regularly. Jez is an absolute beast where if I give him some promo chests, he just randomly pops up in Discords and throws out some questions and gives some stuff away. So make sure you're just paying attention. He'll be in there doing giveaways left, right, and center.
Nice. We especially like them in the center. You know, it's more balanced that way. The website, wrathoftezca.com. You guys go check it out. Real gaming, powered by assets on the Wax blockchain. Sam, good luck with this. We're looking forward to seeing how it goes.
Thank you very much.
All right. Cheers, friend.
And that's next Friday? Yeah.
Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday, 30th.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, that's exciting. Well, best of luck.
Put it on your calendar, friends. Put it on your calendar. Nice. Yeah, they've already got, Travis, their collection here. So let's see what promo things are out here on the market already. Wrath of Tezca, here's the collection. So apparently there's some kinds of chests out there. Sam, you're still here, right? Yeah, what's this is a promo pack I'm looking at, right? This is not the official.
Yeah, that's correct. So
the blessed offering.
We've got 100 chests that are essentially 4 random NFTs in there that are going to be minted during the pack opening experience. Mm-hmm. And they are just given away for various questions in the Discord, just fun and games. The stickers you can see there, if you collect the troll, the goblin, and the orc, you'll be able to blend them into a bigger full-size image of the whole fight. And the holders of that at a point in future will then be able to get crafting rewards when the crafting system rolls out. So kind of a nod to our early supporters to be able to get their hands on the blended NFT, and therefore down the line be able to get rewarded with in-game crafting stuff to mint their own NFTs.
Okay, I got the troll and the goblin, so all I need is the orc now.
And he is not released yet. I believe it's tomorrow that he's being dropped. So
okay.
There's only 500 of each, so they're pretty kind of a small minting, and the blessed offering chest is only 100 in total that'll ever be minted. So, yeah, quite small mints, a bit of demand for them, and a bit of fun.
Nice.
Are those little cogs? Is that what those are?
They're kind of like Aztec kind of wheels, almost.
Okay.
Trying to keep that Aztec theme going.
Very nice. I was just in Mexico last week, and it was fun seeing a bunch of the Mayan ruins and whatnot, which have anything to do with Aztec. But I thought I would add that.
It's that whole kind of South American, Mesoamerican thing we've got going. We've got a big temple model that we've made. It pops up in the back of the chest opening animation.
Nice.
We've got ruins we've made and stuff as well. All in that kind of culture.
That's fun.
I know a lot of Mesoamericans. Oh, Meso. Never mind.
Yeah, a little different. A little different.
Wrong
Is there any
thing.
way to do any jungle medicine in your game? Because if you're talking about Aztec stuff, there's some shaman shit going down.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely shaman stuff going on. We've tried to take some inspiration from the culture and some from kind of traditional fantasy games. It's hard to kind of go too full on with it because it's a thing that's not really explored much in gaming. So if you start naming all the weapons after their actual Mesoamerican names, I think it gets a bit messy for people trying to follow what's going on. So we've had to kind of hedge our bets and include some things and kind of purposely trim out others that were a bit too much.
Just include some mandatory magic mushrooms. It's important.
Fine, I'll do it. I'll do it for you.
All right. Well,
All right, Sam. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Cool. Cheers, guys.
Take care, brother. Oh, Travis, you are a nutball, good sir. He's
I
going
don't know.
to make some magic mushroom NFTs. We have Agent 00 Stash here with us in the room. He has launched a new set today, Secret Agent Stash. We know his real name. We're not going to say it. We're just going to say, hey, welcome, Stash. Do you use a shea butter there to keep that mustache going?
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me aboard. Hanging out with the nifty crew, man. I love it.
Dude, it's
I wake up like this, man. This is literally just like I wake up every day and boom, it's there.
It's like slobbering. Are you slobbering when you sleep and
That's
so it gets all crusty?
Yeah, it's just a slobber. I wake up and it's like,
hey, check out my mustache. It's the slobber already keeps it in place. This is perfect.
I got to say, have you noticed the chair that you're using when your head is centered in the middle of it like it is? It looks like horns coming out from the side of your head. He's like a minotaur or something.
I kind of thought it was his kingdom throne over there. He was like, I was feeling a little like, man, I need more, height on my.
This is my gaming throne. Like this is where all the magic happens in this bad boy.
Seems like you lean your head back quite a bit too, huh? Your head popped up against it.
Now it is.
All right, there you go.
You're going to be playing some of that Wrath of Tezca on your stream, aren't you? Because I know you do a lot of the gaming.
Yeah, it looks cool. I love actually tactics, turn-based type of games.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a big fan of those. Final Fantasy Tactics was like one of the seminal old school games in that kind of respect. And there's been some other cool ones. Like I don't know if you guys have played the Rabbids one, Rabbids versus I think it's Mario versus Rabbids. That one's fun. Yeah.
I did not know about that. All right. Well, there you go. So you have launched your collection today. I mean, you've released NFTs before under your brand. I feel like, us, you, and Bosek are the ones in the space that are leveraging personalities into NFTs, right? And you've got a whole series of stash related stuff. But now secretagentstash.com has launched. What is this?
Yeah, man. So I've been creating NFTs since 2018. I was one of the first people to really start doing it as an individual. Was doing it through Engine, and so I've made a ton of NFTs on Ethereum, and then I've since then kind of moved over to Wax, and since Wax got started with NFTs, I've been kind of with them since actually their ICO, and so I really love the ecosystem there, and started doing just some of my own fun NFTs that were like kind of just more focused around me, mustache themed, right? Fun mustache themed ones. But this project is brand new, and it is an interactive NFT live stream game. And so this is something that no one has ever done before, man. I'm this is a concept that is completely new, and it's all about increasing interactivity on a live stream, right? So I've been doing one of my live stream shows, and this was the first live stream show I actually started doing consistently, called Secret Agent Stash. It's every Thursday, and I'm basically I dress as a secret agent, and we go on NFT blockchain game missions where I jump into a different disguise. And so every Thursday, we play a different game. So I'm featuring a different blockchain play to earn game on my show. And we start off kind of talking a little bit about the game, about what play to earn is about, a little bit about NFTs for those that are beginners. And we're hanging out in our secret agent headquarters. So I look like that picture right there that you guys saw on the front page with that one right there with my hat and glasses and trench coat. And then we jump into the game, and I get into a disguise every show. So I'm always in these weird, crazy. I'm a master of disguise. I'm always in these weird, crazy, different disguises. and so that's kind of where this came from. So I've been doing this show for almost a year and a half now, a little pretty close. Started it kind of at the onset of the pandemic. And one of the things I really always wanted to do was make it more of a game show style show. There's a lot of people out there that play video games, man. There's a lot of people out there that stream playing video games, and as much fun as that is, and how much you can do interacting, it's great. But I wanted to kind of take it to the next level. So I came up with this idea to kind of make my show more interactive, where it gave the audience a way to interact with me and with the show in general, and kind of guide what was going on. So that's where this came from. And so you use these NFTs to be able to do that. And there's a whole crafting system that's involved here, and a lot of fun. And so there's a lot of crazy stuff going on.
That does sound really crazy. So how did that actually work before you launched this series? You've been doing this for a year and a half. How were people traditionally interacting with you while you were going on these missions? And how has it evolved over time?
Yeah, no, that's a great question, man. Actually, when I first started this, it was on Twitch. And so Twitch has some functionalities to be able to do some of this stuff where, you can get channel points and then you can redeem them for things. But it didn't, it didn't have the same kind of depth that the game has now. And so I left Twitch after about a couple of years being on that. I've been streaming on Twitch for a long time, but I decided to actually move my main home to being Theta. And Theta has been a really great platform. It's a crypto-based streaming platform, very similar to Twitch, but you're in crypto. So I was really well received there, and working with the Theta team, and they have some pretty cool interactive features there. But once again, it wasn't just exactly what I needed. So there was some functionality there. It wasn't a ton, and it was always lacking, in my opinion. Like there was some interaction, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted. And so I really came up with this idea that if I can incorporate NFTs in some sort of way, we could have some pretty high interactivity, as well as having just some really fire designs, man. Like these designs here of all these cards were done by a popular NFT artist. His name's Rare Designer. If you guys know him, he is the guy who behind the Rare Pepe series. And so those Rare Pepes have been going for 10, 20, 30 ETH here just recently. And so he's an amazing artist. And so he kind of took my style of this like vintage secret agent style and mixed it up with this like cyberpunk style, and I call it retro cyberpunk. So that's kind of what the feel is.
This is so creative. All right, so people buy packs, and you have all of these costumes there in your studio.
Do. Yeah, I literally have all these disguises. Every disguise you see here, I already have it. It's already sitting here.
This is so
see the show, man. I know it's crazy to think, but you got to see this show. It is a lot of fun and amazing.
So they buy the packs, they open them up, and then the community decides which costume you're going to wear by redeeming these cards.
Yeah. So the packs actually have build cards inside of them. So the build cards are what's inside each pack, and those packs, each disguise has a certain number of build cards you have to craft together to make these final NFTs, which you can redeem. So like right there, you see the Super Stash Bro, and that one, you need 4 different NFT build cards, and you craft them together. It's like his hat, his overalls, his shirt, and a power-up mushroom, and you put those together, and that makes the final NFT, which you can then redeem live while the show's going on, and then I change into that disguise.
How long does it take you to change into these disguises? I mean, you got to be quick.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, some of them are a little bit more complicated than others. I'm not gonna lie, man. Some of them are like,
I'll be right back. Hold on,
it
guys.
Is, yeah. I put a like, be right back. Disguise change screen on, and mute the microphone, and I've gotten pretty good at it. So usually about a minute or so, maybe 2 minutes, for me to go on. And during that time, like my theme song is going, and everyone loves the theme song, man. It's been like one of the big hits of the show. And I tell people all the time, and they're like, I can't get that damn theme song out of my head, Stash. What have you done to me? And I'm like, yeah, I get it, man. It's super catchy,
That's hilarious.
So I made that one of the NFTs too. So one of the rarest NFTs you can get in the pack is called the theme song NFT. It's all the way down at the bottom, I think there. So there is, it's the Please Stand By one. So if you get that one, it actually includes the theme song with it. So you own the NFT with my theme song embedded there, So there's disguises and there's also action cards. So what you're looking at right now are some of the action cards like Dance Party, Play Blindfolded. There's a couple other ones, and so these kind of get me to do different actions versus doing putting on a new disguise. Change games. So if I'm playing one certain game, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm playing Light Night, which I'm playing today on my stream. Later today at 4 p.m. Pacific. They could play a game changer card, and they're like, no, I want you to play Blancos, boom, and throw it down, and then I got to change games.
It's like Uno, reverse. No, go this way. Now you have to do this.
Yeah.
I've not seen anybody try anything like this before. This is really clever, and it's so community centric, right? It takes your community to make this work, and you're giving them something super fun. What happens if they play a card? Like, is that card burned then?
So the way that works is when you redeem a card live while I'm on stream, I'll get a notification on my screen. So just like right now, it would pop up and like, boom, so and so has redeemed this card. It's a new mission directive is what we call them, and so those pop up on screen, and that way I know that's what I need to be doing. And then the actual NFT, it doesn't get burned. It's actually technically a blend. So if you guys are familiar with Wax and how that kind of works. Blending is a whole cool thing, and that's how a lot of the mechanics of this game work. Is you're blending these NFTs together. So the build cards, they do get burned. You essentially, burn them, and you get this, playable NFT. But when you redeem them, you actually get the same NFT back. It just has a redeemed tag on it, so it says redeemed. So you get to keep it for your collection still. You get to show it off. You get to still have it there in your Wax collection, but you can't play it again on the show.
I want to see how this works, Travis. Let's do a dry run here. I think that Stash is going to have to go away for a moment because I want to see Wasteland Stash. You think I'm joking? Where's the?
You can't do it until the game is live, man. So we don't have. We got to play the cards.
It's not your monkey. He's not just gonna do what you
dance.
say. He's not a dancing monkey.
I'm already setting myself up to be the dancing monkey here.
Right.
But you gotta wait. You gotta get the NFTs, and you gotta wait.
He's like only at 7 p.m. Eastern, or what time was it? 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Is that when you do this?
Yeah. Yep. 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m.
So today should be a really unique show because you just dropped the cards today.
Well, yes, it will be, but no, because tomorrow is the pack opening crafting event, so it's not the same day.
Okay.
So it's tomorrow.
All right. So I guess
So
next week you're going to want to tune in.
Right, the first show where the cards will be live will be next week. I couldn't put all that pressure on myself in one day, man.
And come on the Nifty Show and launch this. Like you're having a busy day.
Busy day.
How did you do this? Is this just an iframe here where you've got Nifty blocks inside?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nicely done.
Yeah, so I actually worked with the Nifty Blocks team on this, and some of the features we were working on were not necessarily done ahead of time, but it's supposed to it'll end up being a wholly white labeled kind of solution. We're actually kind of working on a WordPress plugin that allows you to enable or allows you to embed Nifty Block technology seamlessly into your own website. And that includes things like blends and super blends and things like that too. So, but you can do everything from our site using Nifty Blocks, and they're actually the ones who help me out with some of the other things, connecting the blends when they get redeemed and showing them on screen too, which was pretty big as well. So
that's cool. I can't open my pack yet. I can't open it for 19 hours, 30 minutes, and 7 seconds. I want to go on a mission. I want to what
the
else
anticipation is building.
What would be something else that'd be fun here is like a dealer's choice type thing. A wild card that if you play that, there's like an undiscovered costume, right?
That's a great idea. So
the mystery.
This is mission 0. So this is mission 0. So there's definitely gonna be like expansions to this. Because I've already had people hit me up with ideas like, oh, what if you did this for a card, or what if you had this one action, or whatever it may be. So this is kind of the first initial big release and set that reflects, kind of the initial set of cards. But I think we're definitely going to be doing a mission 1 and 2 and 3, and that'll kind of expand this set of what we can do and what's playable. And like I said, this is something that is, I'm kind of pioneering here for one word or another, but it's there's still probably some kinks, I'm sure. So once we start playing it, it starts working. Like, okay, maybe this didn't work out so well, because there are some things like limitations on how many can be redeemed per show, right? Because I have to put a limitation, because otherwise people just have me changing costumes every 2 seconds, which wouldn't make for a great show. So things like that. So there's definitely some limitations on some of the cards, and not being able to have to play all of them all at once.
I have an idea. I'm assuming you've already spoken with Zach about the Blockchain Heroes collab that we're doing.
Yeah.
Did you guys already come up with something? Because if not, I have the perfect complimentary idea.
We have not, actually. We're going to be talking about that next week.
I know what it is. I'm just going to put it out there right now. You ready?
Let's hear it.
So here's what we do in the set. We create a Blockchain Heroes card, and we drop 10 packs into your wallet, 10 Titan packs into your wallet. Okay. And then if somebody plays the Blockchain Heroes card, you open one of those packs live and you distribute all the contents to the community.
Boom. Hey, that's a good one, man. That's a great little interactive feature. I have something called like the two. It's called Mission Rewards. And so anytime anyone plays that, they get I drop Mission Reward NFTs, which are like these little medals of honor, or reward honor, into the thing. And those are going to be used actually for a future feature, using a bunch of these mission rewards you get every show that people can earn and stuff like that for blending and doing some cool features. But I like that. I think that's cool. I think we'll have to work with that.
I'll talk to Zach about that. Yeah.
Maybe you have another card where like somebody plays it and it's like, oh, porn stash, and then you have to show the last video that you watched. You're like, oh no, I can't believe I was watching that one last. Stepmom porn, damn.
That would have to be like the rarest of all rare cards. It's like a 1 of 1, maybe.
Again,
you don't want that going down.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see that. Just Travis. Go support independent publishers, right? These are the most successful and the most innovative stuff on Wax is really coming in the form of the independent creators. I bought a couple of these. You guys go support independent creators here. SecretAgentStash.com. Buy some packs, pop them tomorrow, and then hop in on Stash's live stream and play the game. This is going to be great fun.
I love this. This is a model that other game streamers could maybe adopt. Or you're creating a whole new genre here of NFT and gaming, and I love that. There's going to be, I think there's a whole other, different types of ideas that can kind of piggyback onto what you're creating here. But this is a brand new type of interactive entertainment, man. Nicely done, Crypto Stash.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I've definitely had other streamers. My friend, I have a lot of friends who do streaming, obviously, in the industry, and people have already asked about that in general. And so it was something that was always kind of a little bit on my radar, on my roadmap. But I wasn't really sure how well received it would be, how well it would go, and how interested people really would be in it. So this is really kind of the test bed. I'm using myself as a guinea pig, essentially, is what it comes down to see if it's a good, viable concept that people can really get on board with.
Yeah, maybe you have a 1 of 1 card where you have to shave your mustache.
That's never going to happen.
Man,
never happened. Yeah. How dare you? How dare you even suggest something like that?
How very dare you, sir?
People suggest that. Travis, when are you going to shave your goatee? I'm not. Well, why not? Because I don't want to.
Travis, you could do this, and it's a pack of hats. Each one of the hats you own, and so you change your hat out.
Okay.
And your glasses, because you have different fake glasses. Crypto Stash. Check out his channel. Check out the project, secretagentstash.com. Stash with an E on the end in case you are not verbose in the spelling of a stash.
That's
and
true.
We'll talk to you soon, bro.
Mustache. Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate having me on, and looking forward to that collab. That's what Wax is all about.
There we go.
You bet.
Secret
all right, talk to you
soon. Agent Stash.
Did you say secret Asian stash?
I think I accidentally did.
He is not Asian, but it appears that our next guest may be of Asian descent. And this is cool. This came to me via Twitter, I want to say 2 weeks ago. I spotted this in a tweet. I thought, oh, this is cool. This is a project on Solana. It's called AI Motion Art. It is a collection of still paintings and 20 animations that are built completely with AI. And to talk about it, we want to bring our guest here, Costin. Welcome to the Nifty Show, good sir.
Hey, Joel, how's it going? Travis, good to see you guys as well. And it's an honor to be on the show.
Well, the honor is all ours. And I did nail the Asian, right? I mean,
yeah, you got that part right.
Yeah, okay. All right. But I couldn't say from where. I couldn't say of which descent. So what is it?
It's Chinese.
It is Chinese. Okay. Because Costin is not exactly a Chinese name. You just, you never know what you're getting. Dude, this is, I think this might be the first interview that we've done with somebody creating on Solana. And
oh, no way.
I think it is.
I think so. We've talked about some Solana projects, and
we did have Michael on from Star Atlas, didn't we?
Oh, that's true. Okay, second project on Solana, and I want to say
first one though with NFTs and AI.
Yes, and first one today. The first one today. This is new. So here's what I want to say. I'm going to put this out there right now. I feel like Wax has found its home in this pack market, right? The technology that Atomic has built and that Nifty Blocks guys have built to package up your NFTs and randomize what you get in your packs. Nobody does it better than Wax. But Ethereum is dominant in the NFT marketplace right now because it was first mover and because a lot of people don't know that there's other alternatives. And so they're minting with all these gas fees. Solana is coming alive. And I want to say that out of all of the other options that are out there, whether it's, Avalanche or BSC, NFTs on Binance, I think Solana is going to be the big mover here for the next one. What do you think of that, Costin?
I think you're totally right on that, Joel. It was funny because I initially moved to the Solana platform simply based on minting cost alone, because on Ether, it was just ridiculous to do any sort of transactions and the network was just so congested. And I had only started learning about Solana about 6 months ago or something like that. But just the speeds that they have put up with the transactions per second and what they are able to do, it's just a more usable blockchain and it's a lot cheaper to mint. Now, the downside to Solana is obviously as a seller of NFTs, we have to kind of navigate the technology given the marketplaces. And that's definitely still in an infancy stage when compared to, OpenSea and Rarible. Right now, there's a few different competing ones for Solana. But just for example, we're auctioning off 3 of these motion animations tomorrow. I had initially wanted to do a regular auction, but no platforms supported it. And so we had to essentially move and kind of pivot to a blind auction for this time around. But just because, Solana is such a booming ecosystem, I'm sure, it's only going to be a matter of months before all that infrastructure comes around and the market really, really expands.
So I'm looking at these, and I have a couple in my wallet, and these are actually, they're animated, they're moving, because I think in the wallet that I have, the Phantom wallet, they don't actually show as being animated. They're just like a still image, and they still look pretty cool because they're being procedurally generated. What is the process for creating these? Are you giving them some base images to then begin to generate colors off of? Are you giving them color schemes? Like, what is the process to create this? Because the artwork comes out looking really cool.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So I'll kind of give just a general overview of the tech, and it's super fascinating to talk about. So within AI, you have an umbrella. That's kind of an umbrella term of all these different subcompartments. For example, you could do neural networks that looks at images. You could do natural language processing, which is what you think of when you think of like Siri or Alexa. And it wasn't only until 2014 that some guy named Ian Goodfellow, he's kind of considered to be the grandfather of all AI tech, came up with this idea just randomly at a bar. And he was thinking, we have these neural networks that can tell pictures, whether it's a cat or dog. but it's not really good at regenerating samples. And so he thought, what if we could essentially build two different neural networks to kind of pit them against each other in a game theory approach, where one neural network is, you can think of it as they're trying to be the forger. So they're trying to forge a piece of artwork that can then fool the other neural network, which is called the discriminator, which you can think of as kind of a cop. And the cop's job is to detect whether or not the image that you placed is a real or fake. And so it involves, training a lot of training hours on the GPU. And you have to, as an AI artist, your data set is essentially your palette. You're giving it, 5,000 images, 10,000 images for it to train on. And eventually, after a certain amount, they will then kind of converge and start generating images from noise. That's really just fascinating, as you can see, and the level of sophistication and the details and everything is just incredible.
I kind of want to see, just since we've created a bunch of different NFTs, like I think that would be kind of cool to like connect your Wax wallet or your Ethereum wallet and see which images that you've collected of your NFTs, and then make meta AI NFTs out of your existing NFTs that are using the NFTs you've collected as inspiration.
Ooh.
Oh, totally. That's something that I had initially thought of just to play around. I, fed in 600 Beeple images just to see what it was learning. And it was, obviously it takes a lot more than 600. So I think you can definitely mix and match. And that's something that is definitely in our horizon, which is that another concept you can think of is you can start combining different art styles. For example, right now, this first collection is all abstract, but if you're able to maybe combine abstract with impressionism or surrealism, you can kind of get this remix of a new art form. And sorry, Travis, I didn't answer your question as to how I created the animations. So with the animations, how those work is when you have all these different synthetic images, synthetic paintings that the model generates, think of it as they are then kind of squished down, because all of an image is just 255 pixels with your dimensions. It's squishing that down into like a single vector, and then it's interpolating between the vector spaces. And all that means is it's just taking the similarities between the two abstract paintings and smoothly transitioning it from one to another. And so this is where I kind of get my artistic kind of a blend to it, where I can kind of compose these different artworks so that it can transition from one to another in a way that's appealing.
It's so unique and so hypnotic to watch these. I mean, there's so many different looks within each one. So, Trav, one of the ones you have is still, but another one is animated, and you guys can see right here on my screen on the YouTube. I guess in the Solana wallet, it doesn't play MP4s yet. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's a part of, back to what I was saying with the infrastructure catching up to projects, because there's so few projects right now on Solana that do MP4 format NFTs that it's kind of hard to see in your wallet. I don't even know if on MetaMask wallets if you're able to see MP4s right there, but I think that's just kind of the growing pains of a new ecosystem and doing NFTs there.
Well, how are we supposed to see our piece in all of its glory?
Yeah, so there is a platform that I found. I'll have to send it out to you guys later, but it's kind of like, it's sort of like Block Explorer, where you just connect your wallet and it shows your Solana balance. But then on the side tab, they have an NFT gallery. And if you go there, you can then click on it. And that's what I found to be the most high res display. And I made it so that, Joe, you were mentioning, it is very mesmerizing. I wanted it to be that way, where at the end of the loop, I connected it back to the original painting. So it's all just one smooth transition and you can just watch it on and on forever. Yeah. And another thing I was gonna bring up too was with this NFT space we're in right now, a lot of this digital art, the still paintings, obviously you can have a physical copy, but I think something that's really cool about this project, that not a lot of other people are doing, is that we're really thinking of NFTs as something where we can capture that's not physical in physical paintings, and that itself is the motion. So my kind of holy grail idea after our drop is if we could somehow make a physical LED display with this kind of painting so that people can hang it up on their houses or whatever, that would be really, really cool.
That is. How did you guys come up with the names for them? Did you just like look at each output and then go, this looks like drippy dots, and you named it that, or like what?
Yep. It was a lot of hours. From the 700 that's in the collection, there were probably 4,000 that I just kind of went through myself and tossed out all the ones I didn't want, and then all of those were named individually. So yeah, took a lot of hours.
I saw some fun names in here, Travis. One of them that caught my attention because of you. I stopped on it before. Let's see if I can find it again. There is Bong Grip. Number 55 is Bong Grip.
Yeah, doesn't that kind of look like a bong to you guys?
It does.
Mm-hmm.
It totally does. Yeah, I mean, I see where you're getting it from. Oh, we can just scroll through this way and look at some of them. Hey, Trav, let's name these. He's got names from already, but what is this one?
That is like moldy coral reef or something.
Moldy
Close.
coral
I think
reef.
I called it burnt popcorn.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
Yeah.
What's this one here? This is I'm not creative with naming your art.
This looks like a toucan. This is like Toucan Jim.
Toucan Jim. Yeah, it's very I see a face in this one. This is one of Crypto Stash's disguises. There's the hat right there. And then there's the eye, and then there's the stash.
And those are some high heels. I don't know what kind of costume that is, but I don't know what kind of party this is. Still.
It's stash of the night. That's what that one is right there. Yeah, these are really clever. I've not seen anything like this before.
So you said there's 700 total.
Mm-hmm. 700 still paintings
700
and 20 animations.
Okay, so there's only 20 animated ones. So those are the super rare ones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very cool.
So how do people get them?
So for the still paintings, so we're doing the entire collection is going to be dropping in every week. So every week we're going to be dropping 100 paintings and auctioning off 3 animations. The painting themselves will be listed on the Digital Eyes marketplace. And if some of your audience, they've never bought a Solana NFT before, it's super easy. You just download Phantom Wallet, which is a Chrome extension just like MetaMask, and it takes 5 minutes to set up. And all you have to do is go to digitaleyes.com, and we're a verified collection on there. And you just type in AI motion art on Digital Eyes. We could also provide the link. And starting Friday, we'll be dropping 100 of those paintings at a price of 0.8 Sol. So we're really trying to kind of make it so that it's affordable for people from all walks, not just the whales. We want everyone to kind of hold at least 2 or 3 paintings in their collection and expand our community that way.
There you go. I've pulled it up right here, digitaleyes.market. I'm going to have to bookmark this one because I was not aware of it. Put it in my NFT bookmarks.
Yeah, everything is verified. I see. Like this collection is verified.
Yeah, and the ones you see up here now are people who are reposting in our community who got some off the pre-sale. I think we sold about 80 paintings in 2 pre-sales that sold out, in like 20 minutes. So we were really happy to get the response from our community. Shout out to Pank and all you guys out there, Pitbull, a few others. I'm forgetting Paul. All these P names apparently.
Yeah, all these people.
PP, yeah.
Yeah. So it started out they were what 0.8 Solana for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
0.8 of a Sol, and now it looks like the floor is about 4 Sol. And some volume starting to pop on this. The art is beautiful. I think you've done a really cool creative thing. You're mashing up technology and culture and putting some stuff together. I think it's really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing more of those animated ones. And so how many weeks are you going to be launching these?
Yeah, so it'll be about a 6-week different launch. I'll have to figure out the exact math with the with the pre-sale paintings and everything, but it'll be around the time span of about 6 to 7 weeks. And we kind of did that strategy for twofolds. One was, I don't know if many of the people in my community know, but I'm pretty much running a one-man show with this. So I'm doing the AI, doing the website, doing the marketing, doing the social media and everything. And so part of it was I just couldn't have the bandwidth to release a whole collection at once. But also part of it too is to kind of take the Top Shot idea. And it's always nice, when people are looking forward for these new drops every week. And there's definitely some excitement, and it allows us to kind of build the community as we go. And one thing I forgot to mention earlier was that so the sales platforms are going to be different for paintings and animations. For the animations, I told you 3 will be auctioned off this week, but because there's no standard auction format, we're doing it based on kind of a blind auction. So everyone can submit their bid on what they want to buy this piece of artwork at. And at the end of 24 hours, I would contact the bidder and we would arrange a sale for that price.
Nice. So if you guys go to the website now, aimotionart.com, just click auction. You'll see the 2 of them. There's Convergence, and here's the other one, Art Blocks. And just put your Solana address, no ETH address, no Wax address, Solana only, and how to reach out to you and put your bid here, minimum bid of 3 SOL. And this can be yours.
This is cool. And what's great about this, I think, Costin, is the fact that you launch out this series of 700, and then you start feeding in new AI, new information into AI, and then you start you create new stuff, right? You can have another series down the road. It seems to me that you're doing AI motion art, like there's no end to the collections you can create.
Yeah, definitely. In fact, it's funny you say that. I already have another, the GAN is the technology, that's what it's called. I already have another GAN that's spitting up impressionist paintings, and I'm just blown away by what it's able to achieve from that. But that's all to preface too, is that, we will never sacrifice the quality of our art for volume. And that's something that I'm, very passionate about in this project. I want something where, it could be a smaller collection, but I wanted to make sure that users love their paintings and it's not just another one of 10,000 or whatever, just to create more sales volume.
And I think you can start fine tuning it and being like, all right, we want these to be a series of blues and different shades of blue, right? And then like these have different shades and different colors, and it's going to appeal to different people. So congratulations on this. I think this is excellent. I have some ideas as well already about what can be done on that. So maybe we can have some conversations on some derivatives.
Yeah, definitely up for that.
Now, these have not been named yet. Is that correct?
Correct. They have been named, but given I'm using Squarespace for the website right now, and it's just a pain to kind of go through it. And given the time pressure of the launch, I just kind of put it out there. But rest assured, they will be named eventually.
I really want you to call this one Froggy.
Froggy, the green one?
Yeah, this one right here, Froggy. It looks
Kermit.
like
Call him
his
Kermit.
eyes. Kermit, yeah. Hi-ho.
Yeah.
We're the frog here. Cool. Hey, man, thanks for coming on, and thanks for reaching out to me to alert me. Travis and I put out tweets and say, we don't say shill us your project, but we're like, hey, let us know what you got going on. And, if we like it, at the very least, we can tweet it. If we love it, then we invite you on the show.
Hey,
so thanks for coming on, man.
That's a great compliment. Yeah, I appreciate that. And anyone can find us on Discord and on Twitter. We're rapidly expanding, so please come join our community. It's a very small and tight-knit group, and I just want people to have some cool art in their wallets.
For sure. All right, brother. We'll talk to you again soon then. Thanks so much.
Sounds good. Have a good one, guys.
Travis, so much stuff. So I'm discovering more about Solana too. There's a site called SolSea.io, like OpenSea, where you should be able to look at your stuff. And then he was talking about, the digital eyes. I've not seen this before, but look, here we go with the Rescue Mutts, right? The generative projects are coming to Solana in waves. These are just verified, some of the featured ones, but there's tons of collections now. tons of them. I bought some soul chicks and some other one. I can't remember what kind of creature they were now, but I think Solana is the alternative that these generative projects have been looking for.
There's a come up on that, and we've had some discussions about doing something fun over there as well, checking out the Solana ecosystem. So I think that this is it's very interesting to keep in mind, and I love the fact there's not a lot of gas fees on this stuff, and as the price of Solana keeps increasing, some of these NFTs will probably pop as well. Finding the right ones, it's going to have good long-term value. Good luck on that. And there's another one that we found. What Solanalysis or something?
Solanalysis. Yeah, this
Solanalysis.
is. Let's see. There we go. Solanalysis.com is a site, and this kind of shows you the market cap and the volume. Monkey Business, Degenerate Apes. Which, by the way, I think that this style of art right here, I really love this. These are great. This is some top notch, top quality stuff right here. I just, I'm tired of watching the copycats. There's so much. I'm not going to name names, but if you look at Rarity Tools and you see, what's on here, I've been going through daily to just click on the projects to see how are they selling, right? Based on, I don't know these guys here. Let's see, Wanna Panda. They went on sale yesterday for 0.07 ETH. And let me connect my wallet here. And let's see. Oh, it's in pre-sale right now. So you need a pass to do it. So that one doesn't help. But let's just pick another one randomly. Today. All right. These are selling right now. The Fat Men Club. You and I should be in that. Don't you think?
Let's see. Let's pull it up here and let's see how fat are we.
Okay. So there's 5,555. Only 378 have sold so far. I mean, the artwork's cute and stuff, but I think we're seeing such a flood of projects now. There's the Square Cats, 9,999. I'm guessing that's too many Square Cats, but let's just take a look.
You got to have
here.
a hella good community to be able to pull off one of those. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where it's separating the winners from the losers big time, is how big and how great and how active their community is. And a lot of times that's not even a great way to identify, because people could put a bunch of bots in their Discord or in their Telegram. So, but if you have a real legit passionate collection, you'll have a greater chance. If you have no community at all, then good luck.
Yeah, so only 576 have been minted so far. And I think that we are coming to the end of that first cycle of NFTs where, people are seeing money in it and they're coming up with all these Me Too projects. They might not have the community, and the days of just being able to put out 10,000 NFTs of something for, a couple $100, those are coming to a close. There's, look here, we got two, again, I don't know these people, Crypto Rappers and Menacing Punk Society. All right. This one's selling 10,000 Crypto Punk rappers, and this one's selling 1111 Menacing Punks. Let's just pop in here and take a look. They're both for sale now. So how many crypto rappers?
All those Menacing Punks are only for 0.02 ETH, and there's only 1,111 of them.
Okay, so here we go. 10 out of 10,000, only 528 of the crypto rappers have sold. Okay. So that is all right. And the other one.
Wait a second. Wouldn't a crypto rapper be a crapper?
It's exactly what it would be. It's exactly what it would be. All right, let's take a look at the Menacing Punks here. Well, I don't think this is. I think these are sold out. So going for a lower quantity. Could be the way to play this game.
A lower quantity and a lower mint fee. Look at that, 0.02. And you can buy 10 per transaction. You know what? At that, I would go in and I would have bought 10 of those at 0.02. Let's go see what the floor is on that right now.
So that's 22 ETH, right? At 3,400. That's, 75 grand. Not a bad day. For putting together, these pixely.
But let's see what
guys.
happens. Let's see what happens on OpenSea. Like, what's the floor, and then what percentage are they getting for sales off the floor? Because they could make 75 grand easily. There's the contract right there. That's a copy of that contract.
Menacing Punks. Here they are. If this is the right one, it does say 1111. Yeah, 408 owners. So the floor is 0.01 higher. There's been 22 ETH traded in that. I think that includes the purchase, right? Does I'm not sure if it does or not, but there you go. There's the floor of these. And if you want a menacing punk,
Yeah.
0.0269.
You factor in the gas fees, and that's you're probably breaking about even what you would get.
Yeah. So there you go, gang. Closing up the tabs because it's time to close out the show, and we appreciate you guys being here today with us. Thanks to all our guests. Thanks to those of you watching, whether you're watching on the YouTubes. I tried streaming to Odyssey for the first time today. I'm not sure if it worked or not. I suppose I should go over there and take a look. And of course, as we knew, Periscope was going away, and now it's just Twitter Live. So we should be in all the places.
Paris Hilton is going away.
She's now she's now just a Twitter.
She's doing NFT stuff all the time. We should try to get her on the show sometime. That'd be funny.
Sure, that would be good.
Let's talk NFTs, yo.
Let's do it. And then she could finish the show with those 3 little words that we say every time we finish the show. I love you. No,
it's Wrath of Tezca. That's what we say at the end of the show.
It's keep it nifty, gang. Catch you next time.